Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you thought that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 2 was over. Well, it is, but now it's time for the first of two finale LPs for Sonic Summer. Now, if you buy Sonic 4 episode 1 and episode 2 on the same console, then in Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 2, you actually get a little bonus, I guess you could say kind of thing, I guess you could say a bonus set of levels for Sonic 4 episode 2, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 2, episode Metal. By the way, this is post-commentary, which this was originally going to be live commentary, but I forgot to export that commentary, so sorry, this is post-commentary, but you know what, it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, we're starting up Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 2 again, of course, because that's the game that episode Metal's on, and I'll explain about episode Metal whenever we get to it. So, yeah. Like I said before, I was originally going to do live commentary, which I actually did record it, I just didn't export it. And, okay, lock-on technology engaged. Thanks for purchasing Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 1. I did that already 2 years ago. As a special bonus, a hidden episode starring Metal Sonic has been unlocked. Okay? Yeah. Enjoy the opening cutscene to episode Metal, people. A long time has passed. Okay, so the episode Metal stage roll map has now been unlocked. Just how did Metal Sonic make his comeback after Sonic the Hedgehog CD? Find out it in the look behind the scenes of Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 1. Use R1 and L1 to toggle maps. Okay, so what you can do here is you can use R1 and L1 to toggle maps. If you press L1, you can go to the episode Metal map, and R1 you can go to the episode 2 map, of course. And now you've unlocked all the stages in Sonic 4 episode 2, so you can play any level you want now, because we've beaten it. But anyway, yeah, we can go to anywhere. And now we're going to begin episode Metal, there we go. Okay, now we're going to kick it off. Now, pretty much what you do in episode Metal is you go through Act 1 of a harder version of Act 1 from every level of Sonic 4 episode 1 as Metal Sonic, which is a pretty cool addition. I like it. So anyway, yeah. Now we're getting this cutscene here, and the Mad Gear Zone, apparently, and yeah, you also go in reverse order as well. But anyway, I'll explain it in further detail whenever we get to the gameplay. There we go, Metal Sonic's all powered up now. And we are going to begin episode Metal with Episode Metal Act 1, Metal Sonic Returns. Okay, now, Episode Metal. Basically, I already mentioned it, but that was just like a quickie before, and I was trying to explain like multiple things at once, so I'm going to explain it in more detail now. So, Episode Metal is unlocked if you buy, or if you purchase really, both Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1 and Episode 2 on the same console. And what Episode Metal is you just get to... It tells the story of how Metal Sonic came back for Sonic for Episode 2 after Sonic 3D. And what you do is you just go through each level of, well, a harder version I like to call of Act 1 of every level from Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 in reverse order with Metal Sonic. But the downside to this is that it has the Episode 1 physics engine because, again, it's levels from Episode 1. But I think it's a pretty nice addition. And if you don't have Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 and 2 on the same console, I only have one question. Why? I mean, well, if you have a Wii and you have Episode 1 but you can't get Episode 2, then that's pretty unfortunate for you. But it's understandable if you didn't have a Wii, PS3 or 360 at the time, you just like got it now. And you had a Wii and you bought Episode 1 and you bought Episode 2 and you didn't see the point in buying Episode 1 because you have a Wii. I'm talking gibberish, aren't I? But, yeah. And again, Maggia's own, awesome as ever with its music especially. Only it's a little bit more frustrating in Episode Metal. But that's to be expected because it's hard. But, yeah, one thing I actually really don't like about Episode Metal though is that Metal Sonic, he feels a bit slower than Sonic does. And also, whenever you lose rings, it's harder to pick them back up because they're like, they just, if you lose rings as Metal Sonic, they scatter everywhere. Which is kind of frustrating, but I don't know. Music still is awesome as ever there. In fact, since I didn't ask Tony to take a listen to it in my Episode 1 LP, I'm going to ask you to take a listen to the music right now. This is how awesome it is. And you can enjoy my death right there. Yeah, I just had to let you listen to the full thing there because that music, in my opinion, is so awesome. And again, this is my favourite level in all Sonic the Hedgehog 4, and it has my favourite song in all Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Okay, so yeah, you all remember that that little bit section has been from Episode 1, the end of Act 1 right there, don't you? You better, because it's been made harder there, of course. And why do I keep repeating myself? I don't know. But anyway, Metal Sonic made it through Act 1. And now we are going to move on to Episode Metal Act 2, The Altar's Hidden Treasure. And of course, we are in Lost Labyrinth Zone. And I thought there was lag there, but there wasn't. But, yeah, now we're in Lost Labyrinth Zone. And fun fact, I actually recorded this. Right, well, I had dinner after I recorded Episode 2, but right after I had my dinner, on the same day, I recorded this. Yeah, fun fact, I know. But, yeah. And I just cut out major lag section there. Good thing I did. But yeah, you all remember this from episode 1, right? Boulders coming down, trying to crush you. It's not. No, it's not really. But yeah. And I don't see what the point of that spring there was for, because you can easily just get up there. Again, I don't really say. I'm recording, Mom! Sorry, I just had an I'm recording minute moment there. My mum just interrupted my commentary. I would start over, but I think I'm just gonna leave that in for lols. You know, because actually, I know this is going off topic, but Cabana Manny 456 actually, in part 7 of his Team Chaotix Let's Play of Sonic Heroes, he had a I'm recording moment when he just paused the game and someone was saying, "Come and eat right now," and he was like, "I'm recording." I think that's the first time he's ever had one of those. It's the first time I haven't seen him have one of those. Which I actually think is pretty funny. Now he feels my pain. And James the Awesome Gamer gets pain, and Super Game Gallon's pain. Oh yeah. I love the I'm recording moments, they're just so hilarious. But anyway, back to episode metal. And yeah, you all remember this part, don't you? Only this time we hit a switch here, which I think opens the pathway here. So, not much else to say. Well, I might as well say I'm off to the cinema today to see the Three Stooges. Yeah, in America, in April, a film came out called The Three Stooges, which I actually think looked pretty funny. I could have seen it while I was over in Florida on holiday, but instead I saw The Hunger Games. And of course, us British people didn't get the Three Stooges until a lot later, and today I'm going to see it. But the main reason I would go and see The Watch, but the thing is, my brother's going to see it, and I actually think it looks pretty funny. Three Stooges looks pretty funny because my brother's going to see Three Stooges with his with his friends, and I just thought I'd tag along because I think it looks funny. Oh yeah, one thing I actually forgot to mention. You probably already guessed this, but in episode Metal, you do not go to any special stages. You do not collect any Chaos Emeralds. So yeah, just thought I mentioned that you don't collect Chaos Emeralds in episode Metal. Alright, and that's the end of episode Metal Act 2. Metal Sonic Mania Act 2. And we're already halfway done. Wow, only 13 minutes into the video and we're already halfway done. But, yeah. Sorry about that. But anyway, here, now Metal Sonic is of course going to discover the Altar's hidden treasure. And what's this? Oh, so that's how he became all powerful in episode 2 whenever we faced him in White Park Zone and also Death Egg Mark 2 Zone. That's why he got that purple... Oh, he got it from Lost Labyrinth, okay. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering... sorry. Now it's time for episode Metal Act 3, Electric Road. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but... Anyway, as I was saying... If in case you're wondering why, like at the end of the levels, instead of showing Dr. Eggman, they signpost, well the goalposts really, show Sonic. It's because this takes place after the events, well, behind the scenes of episode 1, but after Sonic's been through all these levels. takes place in between episode 1 and 2. Either that or it takes place at the end of episode 1, I don't know. It's confusing. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see here, we are in Casino Street Zone, which again, one of my favourite levels from episode 1. I liked all the levels in episode 1 except for Egg Station and special stages 5, 6 and 7. And also, possibly 4. Pot 4! It gave me trouble, but not much. And also, the slot machine's still here in Casino Street. Not sure if I showed that off in my episode 1 LP, so I just thought I'd show it off there. But the music's still as awesome as ever. Yeah, another thing that shows that it's taking place in Act 1 is that it's got Act 1's music. So, yeah, and I guess because it's also got Act 1's gimmicks. Like in Lost Labyrinth, as you saw, it didn't have underwater, because underwater was only in Act 3 in the boss. But, yeah. So, I think in Casino Street Zone, I think a lot of people hate this level in episode Metal, but I actually really like it. It's really fun. Still as fun as ever. No, not ever. Ever. Still as fun as ever. There we go. Still, I sound like I said still as fun as Ella there. Ella, by the way, is named my dog. She's so cute. Alright. This way. Yeah. Okay. That's the end of Casino Street. Again. Metal Sonic made it through Act 3. Alright. No, Carl's gonna play the next act. Saving. And now it's time for episode Metal Act 4, In Pursuit of Sonic. Alright, so, yeah, of course now we're in the Splash Hill Zone. And again, the music is as awesome as ever. But before I let you listen to the music, I might as well say, now, whenever I first played this, I never thought that Splash Hill Zone could be hard. But this sort of proves that it is hard. Of course, and more because it's not a Splash Hill Zone that you're used to. But music's still as good as ever. You can take a listen to it. Yeah, that music is still really good. Not sure if I showed off the let you listen to the music in my episode 1 LP though, but I just thought I'd show it off here anyway. Because again, 2 favourite songs from Sonic 4 episode 1, Splash Hill Zone and Mad Gear Zone, even though Mad Gear Zone I think is slightly better. But yeah, so we are actually coming to the end of episode Metal here. So, overall, no, I can't say that until afterwards, but I don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, I'm having one of those days where I completely do not know what the flip I'm doing. 'Cause I'm insane like that. But, yeah, that's the end of episode Metal, guys. And that's the end of Splash Hill. Metal Sonic made it through Act 4. It's a good thing that they didn't implement the Speed My Game trophy there, because that would have been impossible to get. But enjoy the ending. Oh, so that's how he ended up with Tails' rocket in White Park Zone. Okay, so overall, yeah, we can play all the acts of episode metal now. But anyway, overall, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode metal, it's a nice little add-on if you have episode 1 and episode 2. I mean, I can't say if I'd recommend it. I can only say if I'd recommend the Sonic 4 Saga. Well, priced as it is now, I would recommend both Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2. Not just for episode metal, but also because they're actually pretty good games. So, yeah. That's gonna do it for now. This is Crazy Gamer 13 saying word out. And join me next time for the second bit of finale of Sonic. Second finale video of Sonic Summer, when we will take on, we'll start taking on the bonus